Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the last episode, we defeated the Sanctuary Keeper, and we are just about to arrive in Zanarkand. But I picked up this sphere without realising what it was going to do, and then I remembered that it was going to lead to a big cutscene. Well, let us see it. Now this is going to be a long cutscene. From when I remember it, this could take the episode up. I'm just warning you now. Yep,
Sir Orin,
yep.
Kimari told me. When my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kimari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps, if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you. Kimari, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated Sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated Sin, and now he was dead. Now I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought Sin. Then, you appeared, Kimari. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then. Because that was when I knew my father was dead. And I would never see him again. You just held me, without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go!" And you listened, Kimari. You stayed. Kimari, thank you. Thank you so much. And I've always liked your broken horn. Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else? I love watching you play blitzball, Waka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian. Star player of the Zanarkand Abes. You are... I am... Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but... It's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. But it hurts
I
sometimes.
assume she's talking about love there. So she's already saying she had feelings for us.
I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all. I'm afraid. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that part over.
What you up to?
And that's what she was doing when we interrupted her on the Mien High Road. She was basically saying her goodbyes into a sphere, which would be rather upsetting to hear. Definitely. I mean, saying your goodbyes to people in a recording knowing that you'll be dead when they've read it, that must be one hell of a thing to do. I love this little road as well that we take down here. Such a different kind of scenery than what you were used to getting in this game. Camera zooms out a little bit. Kind of the only other scene camera where we get something like this is in Makalania Temple, but I definitely prefer this. Yeah, I didn't want to speak through that scene really too much because it was pretty heavy. Right, now this place, guys, if you remember the very intro of this game, you should recognise what is about to happen now. This was the very first scene we saw when I booted up the game. And now it has much more meaning. When we first came on it, it was like, why is this like 7 people sitting around a fire? It's all gloomy. It's because this is the end. We know that now. And the music just makes it nicer. I love how long the scene is. It's how long it's looking at his eyes, him looking at his sea that's destroyed. I love that
Listen
picture.
to my story. This may be our last chance.
I always thought it was a nice touch how they throwed that at the very first scene of the game. I mean, when you first watch it, it's confusing, but when you get to this bit, it adds a bit more.
Hey, there was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
I think
Yes?
that we should stop. Maybe. For now.
I
Let's
like
go.
this music as well. Yes, let's go, Yuna. I love how his sword was shaking before he even picked it up, like he was eager to get out the ground. Right, I'm going to keep this episode very short, very sweet, and we will start. Sorry. Oh, doing a burp there. Sorry about that. And we will start the next episode at Zanarkand. I hope you've all enjoyed watching. We're almost there now, guys. See you next time.